Hi guys, it's Ksenia. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a perfume declutter video. I'm going to be sharing with you guys some perfumes that I decided to get rid of in my collection. I have gotten requests to do this quite a bit, but I always hesitate decluttering perfumes. Like, I'm like so attached to my perfumes because even if I don't like love a perfume, I'm always like, maybe my scent preference will change at some point. So like if I were to get rid of it, then I would regret it. But with the perfumes that I'm getting rid of today, these are scents that I'm like dead set on, just I'm never gonna like this perfume, or they're perfumes that I never really loved. They just kind of like sat in my collection and I never really used them. So I'm pretty set on getting rid of all these perfumes. I don't really feel attached to the perfumes that I'm about to share with you guys in this video. I don't particularly like them either. A lot of them I straight up like hate. Some of these might come as a shock to you because you might have seen these perfumes in some of my previous videos. So it may come as a shock to you that maybe I'm gonna get rid of a perfume that in the past I might have liked or even loved. But perfume, like especially for me, like my preferences change so much and I'm just at a point where I just want to get rid of these. I said in a previous video that I don't want to surpass 100 perfumes, and I have done that and more. I don't know where I'm at right now, but I have so many perfumes that I bought that I have under my bed right now because all the perfumes that I buy, like my new buys, I put under my bed in order for me to make videos out of them before I put them into my collection. And I literally have like at least 50 perfumes just sitting under my bed on top of the ones that you see back here, and this is already like 100 perfumes. So I was like, you know what, no, like we're going into this collection, we're getting rid of these, and that'll be that. These are 9 perfumes that I'm going to be decluttering today. Before we get started into this video, I cannot just like go into this video and not mention this at all because I'm literally still just in disbelief of it happened. So we hit 10,000 subscribers. I'm speechless. Like, I want to say so many things, but I really also at the same time don't. Like, I would have never imagined, like obviously when you start YouTube, your goals are to reach these milestones, but it's one thing imagining it in your head and then it's another thing like it actually happening. And I finally hit 10,000 and I was literally refreshing all day yesterday and I finally hit it. I just was staring at the number and I was just like, wow, like this is crazy. I just want to thank each and every single one of you for hitting the subscribe button, for liking my videos enough to come back and watch them, for commenting. I know I have so many loyal subscribers. So many of you literally comment like the second that I post. Whether I reply to every single comment or not, I literally see every single comment. I'm just so thankful and grateful to have such amazing subscribers, loyal subscribers. Just thank you. Like, I cannot say any more than just a huge, massive thank you. Anyways, with that being said, let's get straight into this video. So this one may probably not come as a surprise to you. Nobody really likes this fragrance. This is like an either you hate it or you love it type of fragrance. There's really no in between. And to be honest, it's more so like a hate than a love kind of perfume. This is the Levine For Her perfume. I hauled this in like my giant celebrity perfume haul that I did. This video right here, if you want to check that video out, it will be linked up here. But I hauled it in that video and I was kind of like in the middle. Like, I didn't hate it, I didn't love it, and I know I just said like it's either a love or a hate, but really I think I more so fall into the not love it category. I don't think it's a bad scent. Like, if this is your kind of perfume, I think you would love this because I don't think this smells cheap. You could get a giant bottle of this for $10, which is literally insane. Like, that's a bag of chips, you know what I mean? This perfume is actually really hyped up by Jeremy Fragrance, which is a very popular perfume reviewer in the fragrance world. I'm sure a lot of you guys know him. Basically, the reason why he hyped it up is because he works with perfumes. He has designed his own perfumes, so he's obviously very familiar with like notes and the whole process of just making a perfume. And he said that the sandalwood note in here, which is probably like the most prominent note in this perfume, like this is a straight up sandalwood perfume. It smells like leather, like a leather jacket, like a brand new leather jacket or something, super like animalic, very kind of oriental smelling as well. And basically he said that the sandalwood in here smells like a really, really high-end, high-quality sandalwood that is used in a lot of really high-end niche perfumes. So that's kind of like the whole hype like why it all started with this perfume. This perfume actually looks a lot lighter when you buy it, but the sandalwood and like the vanilla and all of the notes in here just kind of change color. I don't think mine is bad because it smells exactly the same as when I first bought it, but it's just something that happens with these notes. They just turn. But anyways, regardless of that, the reason why I'm getting rid of it is as you guys can tell, ever since I hauled it in that video, I don't think I used it a singular time. I'm not brave enough to wear this perfume. I think it's too much. Sorry, my dog is licking her butt. Candy, can you please stop? Thank you. This is a perfume that if you are a brave-hearted person, you love like strong sandalwood, super animalic, super unique, super out there. This has insane everything. Projection, sillage, longevity, like you name it, it's there. But it's way too strong for me, way too polarizing, and I'm just not a huge fan of it. Like I said, I never used it once and I don't see myself ever really using it. I do think that it's a really nice perfume for like the fall and winter time. Like I think if there was a time to wear it, it's in that kind of weather because ooh, I literally cannot see anybody wearing this in the summer and not getting a heat stroke. It's a no for me. So that is the Adam Levine For Her perfume. Next one I'm getting rid of. I feel so insanely bad to do this because this is actually a perfume that my best friend gave to me as a present, and you guys are probably like, you are literally horrible, like why are you throwing that away? But basically, obviously, whenever there is a certain occasion in my life, like my birthday, Christmas, anything like that, the only thing that I ever want usually is perfumes. So this was a perfume that I had in my perfume list, and she asked me like, what do you want for your birthday? And I said, I would like this perfume. So this was a blind buy and she bought it for me and I smelled it for the first time. And this is the Narciso Rodriguez For Her perfume. Looks like this. You guys don't even understand how hard I tried to like this perfume. But this to me, and don't get offended by this, it smells like, it straight up smells like a retirement home. Basically what I'm trying to say, it smells very, 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 very like vintage, way too mature, very much something that like my grandma would wear. Insanely rosy. Like this is the exact type of rose that I hate in a perfume. The reason why I bought this is actually because it's a scent that Curly Scents, which I've mentioned Curly Scents a lot on my channel, but I love her videos. And obviously she has a whole series of guys reacting to perfumes, and then she also makes her own videos as well. But she has said that this was like a huge compliment getter. I think the guys reacted really well to this. A really good dupe to this perfume, which is a perfume that a lot of you guys had told me to try out, which I will not get because it's way too similar. I have smelled it, but it's way too similar to this, and it gives me the same vibe as this, and it's just a no. Is the Sarah Jessica Parker Lovely perfume. That is a perfume I will never get because this is just, they're both the same, like in the same family. They're both the same vibe. They're almost like exact dupes of each other, and they're just way too rosy for me. It's the type of rose that I really just do not like in a fragrance. It's a very like mature rose, vintage smelling rose, you know, just not good, just not my type. It's like very musky rose, musk, and patchouli, literally like the three notes that I hate most all combined, and it just creates not a great concoction. I think Narciso has made a lot of other perfumes that are really good because I hear a lot about them. This is the only one that I own from this house, and I might try out some other ones, but this one is just a really, really big no for me. I have tried to wear it. Like I said, it wasn't a perfume that I just kind of let it sit dust. Like I smelled it once and I just like didn't like it, because I really, really tried my best to like wear it and get to know it and maybe like eventually come to liking it, but that just never happened, and I don't ever think that it will. So I feel really, really bad to get rid of this guy, but it's gotta go. So that is Narciso Rodriguez For Her. I believe this is an EDP. By the way, it has great performance on this, longevity, sillage, everything is really, really good. Very, very strong, which is the reason why I don't like it, because I don't like the smell. Quick disclaimer, if I say like grandma smells, so many people get so offended by that. I'm sorry, but like I'm 22 years old. I don't want to smell like my grandmother. You know, there's a time and a place for everything. Once I get to her age, maybe I'll love smelling like that. But at the moment, it's a no for me. So if I say grandma smell, I don't mean like like I literally don't mean that in any sort of like offensive way. Kind of along the same line, this one is not really similar, but I think in the same family, I would say this perfume is. I actually hauled this in my most recent video. This is Glow After Dark. Yeah, this one, I kind of knew it the first time that I smelled this one, that it was just not gonna stay in my collection, because I straight up hate this perfume like so much. I hate it so much. Smelling it straight out the bottle like this doesn't smell that bad, but it does smell bad. It's way too musky. It smells like BO to me, like quite literally. It just smells like a 60-year-old man's armpits after he has worked a long day. Just not my scent. I really don't like this. If this is like your favorite perfume ever, all power to you. This is just not for my nose. There's actually some really pretty notes in here, like passion fruit, there's cherry, orange, there's jasmine, which I love, but the only things that I smell are like the worst notes, like the notes that I hate, which is like a really horrible combination of rose, patchouli, and musk. Honestly, like the same things I can smell in this one. This one is just super rose heavy. The rose in here is not as intense. I would say this one is dominated more so by musk. Way too mature for me. You guys are gonna see that a lot of the perfumes that I am getting rid of today are because they just smell too mature for my taste, and I like more like youthful perfumes, I guess. The next one is also gonna be a perfume I'm getting rid of that I showed in my last perfume video, my celebrity haul. I'm sure you guys also saw this one coming. This is the Sofia by Sofia Vergara. This is her original perfume. She has released a flanker. I think there's only one flanker, which is the Sofia Love, which I actually really like. It's way sweeter. It smells like black opium. We all know this by now. This one has been said to be like a really good dupe to Coco Mademoiselle from Chanel. So again, it's giving you like really mature vibes. And again, in this perfume, you get a really heavy rose smell mixed with like this patchouli scent, which is kind of weird because there's actually zero, oh my god, I almost dropped it. There's actually zero patchouli in here, yet it smells like patchouli. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of like a really weird mixture of rose and patchouli. Again, like I keep saying that, like rose and patchouli for all of these, but those are the notes that I really don't like. So if that's all I'm smelling out of a fragrance, that's why I get rid of it. This one again actually has really good notes in it. There's blackberry, plum, like some delicious berries, which I love, like I'm all for. But this one just smells way too earthy, just patchouli heavy. Even though there's no patchouli, like I don't know how to explain that. Bottom line, way too mature for my taste. I do own Coco Mademoiselle. I think Coco Mademoiselle smells a lot more high-end in this, which it is. Like it's obviously like triple, like quadruple the price of this one, but I can actually kind of tolerate it somewhat. It's still not a perfume that I wear all the time. There's definitely a time and a place for it, and I've said it in multiple videos, but it's my mom's signature scent. We have very different like perfume tastes. That is her like type of perfume taste, so this is probably gonna go to her because she would love this perfume, but this is just not my perfume taste. I'm more like the sweet lovers, the gourmands. I love the fruits, all of that, and she likes more so like these scents. And I actually described it in my celebrity video that this is kind of like a scent for like a 35-year-olds and up sort of age range, and that's exactly where I would put this at. Bottom line, as I said, way too mature for my taste. Next perfume that I am getting rid of, this might come as a surprise to you guys, but it won't, I don't know. This is Rihanna Rogue. So this is a very, like honestly very unique perfume for a celebrity scent. It smells very high-end. There's really high-end notes in here that you mainly see in like niche fragrances, but they're in here. But the reason why I'm actually getting rid of this is actually because it's way too similar to another perfume that I own in my collection. This bright red box that you can see right here, that is my Gucci Rush perfume. I still have it like in the box. I like to keep it in the box, but I actually really like this perfume. It's very unique scent. It's a scent that you have never smelled before. Super hard to explain. A lot of people kind of describe this as smelling like plastic, like the scent of like a Barbie doll, like a very plasticky scent. It just smells way too similar to that. So if you're looking for a dupe to that, it's Rogue. It is a polarizing scent, and again, this is a type of scent that I don't wear every day. Like it's not a very easy to wear type fragrance. There's definitely a time and a place for this, and also a mental state for this. Like you really have to be in the mood to wear this, otherwise it will give you a headache. There is like a prominent suede note in here. It smells very leathery, very animalic. There is like a sweetness to it. It's pretty sexy, very dark, very mysterious. Just overall very unique fragrance, and it's an either you love it or hate it type of scent. It's definitely for those of you that like a more strange, unique scent, I guess. If you don't normally like experiment with perfumes, this may not be your cup of tea. Like if you love like your sugary, sweet, fruity fragrances, maybe you're not gonna love to go towards this route, because this one is just super complex. So that's kind of like my warning about this one. I don't want duplicates in my collection, and to me Sofia smells way too close to Coco Mademoiselle, and this smells way too close to Gucci Rush, which are perfumes that I have, so I don't need duplicates of. So that is another reason why I'm getting rid of this and why I'm getting rid of this. So the next perfume I'm getting rid of, you might have seen this coming. This was from my Zara video. I am keeping all of the perfumes from that video because I did love all of them apart from one, which I don't hate, but I don't love it. This is Zara Orchid. So I'm getting rid of this because I've never been the type of person to like the scent of Victoria's Secret's Bombshell, which I know is a scent that a lot of people are familiar with. This reminds me of the scent of Bombshell, kind of reminds me of the scent of like Aqua Kiss, also from Victoria's Secret. I know that those are very loved perfumes, but I never got into those. I personally have always thought that those scents just smelled very cheap smelling to my nose. So for that reason, that is why I'm getting rid of this one. It's a very generic scent for me, not a scent that I like, a scent that, as I explained in that video, gives me a headache. I have tried Bombshell, as the rest of the world probably has, and every time I've worn it, it just gives me a headache. There's something I do not like about it, and this one is just way too close, like almost identical to the scent of Bombshell, so that's why I'm getting rid of it. I also have Bombshell Intense in my collection, somewhere up there, and they kind of smell different. I actually like Bombshell Intense more than the original Bombshell, but it's the same type of smell, and so that's just another reason why I want to get rid of this, because I don't want to have duplicates. The next perfume is Love Kills Slow, or Kills Love Slow. Not really sure. This is from Ed Hardy. I included this in a haul, like an affordable perfume haul. You could literally find this for like 20 bucks. I found this one at Ross. I'm getting rid of this one just because it is so generic to me. There's nothing like wowing. Like, this is a perfume you spray on and like you'll smell nice, but you're not gonna really stand out. And quite frankly, to me, it smells so much like a deodorant that I don't like it. That's why I don't like it. It smells like a fruity Dove deodorant. It's kind of outdated. Obviously, I knew that going into it, so I don't need you to tell me that. It's a very outdated perfume. A lot of you guys have told me that this was like your signature perfume back when you were in middle school or high school. Like, you loved this and it was like all you used. And that just kind of goes to show it's not really a high-end perfume, which again, I knew that going into it, and I still bought it, so that's on me. But I had my fun with this. I did spray it a few times, but ultimately I will be getting rid of this one. It's just not like a love, and I see this more so as a body spray type of spray. And as I said, it just reminds me of a deodorant. So for that reason, I will be getting rid of this one. So, alright, the next scent is actually Britney Spears Curious. So I actually wanted to keep this one in my collection only so that I could make like a really big Britney Spears perfume collection, so I could show you guys all of like my perfumes in my Britney Spears collection, because I feel like I have quite a few. But then I was like, no, like I'm not gonna just hold on to a perfume for that reason, because truthfully, again, I feel the same way about this one as I felt about that Ed Hardy one. It's way too generic, way too blah, like so boring. I have so many perfumes in my collection that I love and adore and would rather smell like, that I would never see myself going for something as boring as this. I'm being so mean. Don't get offended if these are like your favorite perfumes. I actually said in a video where I first showed this, and a lot of you guys like came for me when I said that this reminds me of Dior's J'adore. Now, I kind of take back that statement because I don't think that they are dupes. I really don't think that they are dupes. I feel like they're in the same category though. They kind of have this fruity, floral, very light thing going on. J'adore obviously smells so high-end. It'll make you smell like a luxurious, rich woman. It's a very like no fuss type of scent. Like, you could wear that no matter what kind of scent that you like. It's not going to give you a headache. It's a beautiful scent. So many people love it. It is like millions of people's like signature scent. Like, guys love it on women. It's a beautiful scent, like very elegant, super expensive smelling. And this one is not really that. This one is like trying to be that, but not really successful in doing so. It's very like kiddie like. It looks like it would be for like a 12-year-old. This is way too generic. It doesn't really live up, not even close to J'adore. So I don't really know why I said that. So I'm sorry if I offended you by saying that, because I don't think that they smell like identical, but I still will say that they're in the same family, so don't come for me for that. There's like pear in here. It's a really like bright, upbeat, fruity, floral type of scent. I literally could see like a 10-year-old wearing this perfume. Like, if you're a 10-year-old, or if you have a 10-year-old and your 10-year-old is really into perfumes and she's a super like girly girl, give her this as like a little present, and I think any 10-year-old will go insane for this. That is Curious from Britney Spears. And the very last perfume that I'm getting rid of, I included this in like one video and I don't think I ever used it after that video. This is DKNY Delicious Delights. I think this is called Fruity Rooty, and I think it's like a flanker. I honestly don't know how many of these. There's like so many of these bottles from DKNY. The most well-known one is obviously the green apple bottle. I'm not really sure what that one is called. Is it called green apple? I don't think so. But I think we all know which perfume that is. I think it's still like sold at like Ulta. I feel like I've seen it there. But this one, it's actually like a really pretty scent. As you can imagine, it's a very fruity scent. Like, overall super bright, fruity, very like berry-like. It smells like a shampoo or like a really fruity hairspray, a herbal essence shampoo of some sort, like a kid hairspray, or one of those like detangler hairsprays that are for little kids to like detangle their hair. There's like blackberries, blueberries, orange, candy apple, sorbet, violet. There's vanilla. There's a little bit of rose in here, which I don't really pick up. Super bright fruits. Not really giving me perfume vibes, kind of giving me like Bath and Body Works body spray. So for that reason, I am getting rid of it. Also, it doesn't really last. Like, literally, I put it on, it disappears within like tops 5 minutes. Very generic. Just not something that I see myself reaching for when I have so many other perfumes I love. This was 9 perfumes that I'm getting rid of. I honestly wish I would have gotten rid of more, but I kind of feel a little bit better because now I feel like most of the perfumes that I have in my collection, like 98%, I would say I love. The other 2%, I know you're probably thinking like, well, why didn't you get rid of all the ones that you don't like? Those are the perfumes that I'm kind of like on the fence about, where I don't completely hate them. I'm trying to love them, so I'm going to give them a little bit more time, and I will do these videos often. I'm not really going to hold on to things anymore just for the sake of me potentially liking it in the future, because if it's not gonna happen, it's just not gonna happen. So I will be doing a follow-up maybe like in a month or two, maybe even sooner, getting rid of a couple more perfumes. But that is it for today. I hope you guys liked this video. I know that a lot of you guys had requested like a declutter video, and also I know that a lot of you guys have requested me to do a perfume collection, which will take me a long time, obviously, and I am down to do, but I'm not going to film it until I get through all of the perfumes that I have under my bed. So you will probably be seeing a lot of hauls coming up on my channel so that I can get rid of all of those. And once I go through those and review those, then I will be doing like my giant perfume collection, which will literally be like a 4-hour long video. I don't really know how I'm gonna film that video. Maybe if I'm gonna like split it up into like a few different parts, or if it's just gonna be one giant like long video. I don't know. Let me know like what you guys would rather see. I know that a lot of you guys have told me like you don't mind watching like a super long video, but then there's also some of you that want shorter videos. Leave me your opinion in the comments about that. But anyways, that is it for today's video. Again, huge thank you for 10,000 subscribers. So grateful and so happy. I can't wait until we reach the next milestone. Please subscribe to my channel and turn your post notifications on, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.